Good evening, viewers. I just decided to do a quick unboxing of if I'm honest, a kit I've had in the stash for quite a while. I bought this from a show. I think this was from Scale Model World actually in 2019. So I've had it in the stash a while, but I've been meaning to get around to build it. It's very, very near to the top of my to-do list. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful aircraft out there that you can build. For me, it's a personal favourite, really. I'm very, very fond of it. This is the Havilland Sea Hornet. Now, I'm not going to be pretending that I'm an expert on this aircraft. I don't know much about the various versions of it, much about its operational history either, if I'm honest. But it's just a very, very nice airplane. So this is the Trumpeter kit in 1/48 scale. So let's take a look inside the box. Okay, so right, we have some marking guides. This is the traditional RAF naval livery that you see on other planes, like the Sea Fang and a few of the other ones that were in use at the time from carriers. With grey scales. So a couple of variations there, but both very, very similar. Pop it down. Just a bit of marketing material. Try and sell me some more kits. It's not too hard to do. So it feels like relatively simple instructions. There's not much to the book. So we should be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues. Instructions are nice and clear. It would appear, looking at the instructions, that the build is going to be relatively simple. I don't think we're spending too long putting this thing together. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't look to be too much in the way of any ordnance or anything like that. Not sure if this is yeah. So very good. It's quite a modest little decal sheet, so there's not going to be an awful lot of detail in terms of the transfers. But I think you can tell, looking at the aircraft itself, is not overly detailed in terms of being decorated, so that's not a surprise. Okay, let's get these sprues out and take a look. Okay, so first impressions here. Plastic feels quite hard. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, it feels like it's quite hard. So you might have some challenges when it comes to sanding it or flattening the seams. But it's nicely detailed. It's recessed panel lining, not too deep. It's nice and fine, so it's not going to look too, like it's overdone. I see some kits where the panel line recesses are like taking away half the bodywork of the aircraft. So that's the wing section and the tail section. Okay, very nice. And the next one. Watch the fingers. Okay, so same thing again. Plastic's quite hard, but again, decent detailing. Not too over the top. So the engine housings. Looks like a part of the interior of the cockpit, I think. The tail, with the of the I think it's the rear wheel assembly air intakes. Yeah, again, like I said from the instructions, looks like it's quite a straightforward build. Okay, the next sprue is the fuselage. What looks like the interior of the bomb bay. Well, the interior of the landing gear bay. Some of the inside of the cockpit as well. Little nose cone. There's very little detail on the fuselage itself. There's not many panels on there. It's perhaps a little bit disappointing. Okay, cool. What have we got here? Two identical sprues here, which makes sense because we've got two engine assemblies, so you need two propellers. Here's the tails. I think we've got a few additional parts here that we don't need. We've got two of everything here. Again, same as before, really. Looking good. All nice and sturdy and rigid, but could do with a little bit more detail if I'm honest. But, no real complaints though. It wasn't a very expensive kit, so. Okay, final sprue, or final of the main sprues anyway, is the mainly the landing gear assembly thing, a chair, part of the cockpit. We've also got some machine gun outlets. Okay, looks good. Looking forward to starting to build this. So let's have a look at the clear sprues. Hopefully there's some clear sprues in here. There we go. Nothing too complicated as far as the cockpit's concerned, which is good. I'm not a fan of masking off tiny little pieces of glass, I gotta be honest. So that's the simpler the better. Nothing looking like it's going to be a problem there. So okay, very good overall. I'm very pleased. Like I said, I think it isn't going to be the most difficult build as far as the actual building of the plane is concerned, but that's probably a good thing. Sometimes I want a lot, you want a lot of detail on it. This is a plane that I really like. So from a certain perspective, the fact that I've got as few opportunities as I can to make a mess of it, that's probably a good thing. So I will put this on the to-do list probably at some point over the next few months. I might start doing this, and I'm sure I'll take some pictures, make a couple of videos when it comes time to do that, and I'll pop them on YouTube. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, please subscribe. I'd love to hear from you if you've got any comments or any questions. Thanks very much.